Hey guys, it's Paradise, and today we're checking out Hitman World of Assassination by IO Interactive. With the brand new 007 First Light having been announced at the Summer Games Fest recently, we were super eager to check out the new James Bond themed DLC that was announced alongside it. Before we get into that, I just want to give a massive shout out to IO Interactive for sponsoring this video and providing us with the codes to play Hitman and the new Banker DLC. Before hopping into the DLC though, we wanted to brush up on our skills by trying out the base game and getting a feel for things, and it's easy to say that this is pretty much the ultimate Hitman experience. Basically, World of Assassination combines the full content of all three Hitman games into one seamless campaign, making it a great starting point if you're interested in trying it out. And man, has it been too long since we've played some Hitman. For those unfamiliar with the franchise, it follows the story of the cold and calculating Agent 47, a contract killer and master assassin. The story is split into several different levels that all share a common objective: to eliminate your targets and then escape. The main challenge comes in the form of how exactly you are going to achieve that goal, and with each stage being basically a sandbox with near limitless ways to approach your task, you'll have to make good use of everything at your disposal to get the job done. Before each mission, you'll be able to plan out your loadout with all the different tools of the trade to choose from. This includes an array of weapons from sniper rifles to silenced pistols, tools like lockpicks, explosives and poison, and even the iconic Garrote wire. You'll also find different items and interactables as you explore each map, letting you take a more free-form approach if you want to. Some of these allow you to distract guards or even indirectly kill targets while making it look like an accident. Some levels have mission story objectives, timed windows of opportunity that add to the narrative, while also providing a path for useful gear and in some cases even a unique kill on your target. These can be found just by exploring the map and by finding unique interactables or eavesdropping in on specific conversations, and they can be viewed in the menu at any time. You can also use disguises to gain access to different places that you shouldn't be, although you'll usually have to source these in a less than ethical manner. But hey, you're playing an assassin anyway. The different disguises will give you varying levels of access to the given map that you're on, and as long as you're generally where someone you would expect to be is, you'll avoid any suspicion. On top of that, you also have access to the Instinct mode, a powerful tool that highlights the critical objectives and any nearby NPCs through walls. This allows you to keep track of your target even while they're several rooms away, and it's pretty much invaluable for letting you know if anyone is coming your way so that you can plan a way to do your takedowns. Of course, as a professional hitman, you can't just go around killing every obstacle that gets in your way to the main objective. This is because you get graded based on the different methods that you use upon completing a stage. You effectively gain a score and star rating as well as XP for your efforts. So making good use of different disguises, performing non-lethal takedowns, and only killing your intended targets will result in a much higher rating than just going in guns blazing. So it pays to really think about how you're going to approach the mission. On top of this, each stage generally has a challenge system that rewards repeated play with mastery rewards. These can be for completing various tasks in a specific way, by discovering various collectibles around the map, or adhering to specific parameters while successfully completing the objective. These mastery levels will then unlock you additional gear that you can bring into other stages, as well as more options during planning, such as alternate starting points and extra stash locations for gear that's too large to conceal on your person. All of this gives the maps in Hitman a ton of replayability, and a big part of the fun, at least for us, is seeing what you can do differently on subsequent runs. The game doesn't just end with the story missions though, that's just a part of it. There's several different game modes available to mix things up. Contracts let players create custom objectives on any map, choosing any of the many NPCs as main targets and then tweaking the mission parameters, such as the method of elimination, which disguises are allowed, and other fun modifiers like headshots only. These can be uploaded and accessed by anyone who owns the corresponding map, letting you play different creations that are made by the community, and this is one aspect that we love. Then we have the Freelancer mode. This is a sort of roguelike campaign that lets you take on challenge missions against different crime syndicates. Each syndicate has a theme that determines the bonus objectives you get per mission, and each usually revolves around a specific playstyle. This mode is unique in that you don't get access to your usual arsenal of tools. Instead, you have to find or buy your different weapons and tools, each with varying rarity. Between missions, you will visit your safe house before planning your next move, and unlike the campaign, you won't automatically replenish any consumables. Between these changes and the new challenging NPCs, the Freelancer mode is a unique experience compared to the main game, which requires much more strategic thinking and planning if you want to be successful. As you complete these missions though, you will be rewarded with a currency that can be used to upgrade your hideout, as well as purchase whatever gear you need. Then we have the challenge mode Sniper Assassin that's very different from the other modes once again. These are timed missions that task you with eliminating your targets using a sniper rifle from afar. There's a number of bonus objectives that when completed will apply a score modifier, with the main goal of the mode being to rack up as high a score as possible while still completing the main task. Then you have elusive targets, which are some of the more interesting content that World of Assassination has to offer. These are contracts against unique targets that are only available for a limited time, and once they're gone, they are gone for good. You only get one chance at attempting them, with save or load being disabled, and so if you fail, that's it, you're unable to retry the mission. This makes the stakes on these ones very high, and on top of that, the target that you're after won't show up in your instinct mode or map, making them much harder to track. And right now, you don't want to miss Hitman's Season of the High Stakes, where you're able to play the banker elusive target featuring Le Chiffre, the main villain from James Bond Casino Royale. It's played once again by the award-winning actor Mads Mikkelsen, who we love in pretty much everything he's in, and you'll face Le Chiffre in a tense showdown based off the fan-favorite poker scene in the movie. You'll have to find a way into the exclusive VIP poker game to have a chance to take him on, but if you aren't careful, you'll soon find out he has quite a few tricks of his own.
You should never accept a drink from a stranger.
What's really cool though is there's several references to IO Interactive's upcoming James Bond game 007 First Light, which is scattered throughout the mission for you to find. So for those that want an early look into what the game might have in store, will absolutely love this new content. Best of all, the banker elusive target is free to play for those who just own World of Assassination. However, there's a catch, it's only available until the 6th of July, so you want to try it out sooner than later. Players can buy the banker DLC in order to play the arcade version of the mission with an unlimited amount of times, and the pack also comes with several cool cosmetics, including a new suit for Agent 47, the banker silenced pistol, and rope weapons, as well as the Casino Monarchy chip, which can be used as a distraction tool. You can also unlock an exclusive outfit for 007 First Light by playing either the banker elusive target mission or its arcade version while having an IO Interactive account. So this will give you a pretty awesome casino tuxedo for James Bond once 007 First Light releases next year. So be sure to let us know if you're excited for the new James Bond game, and if you'll be taking on the challenge of the banker in Hitman down below in the comments.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends, wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
Here at Arekkz Gaming, we're two friends who love to play games. You have me, Paradise, as well as 26.
Our goal is to keep the videos as concise as possible by cutting out any of the fluff and focusing on what really matters with high quality videos.
So make sure you're subscribed down below for more videos on your favorite games coming very, very soon.